Big wireless companies keep getting bigger and bigger, but their coverage where you live is still small. At Bravado Wireless, we provide the best unlimited talk, text, and data for only $40 a month, right here in Eastern Oklahoma. You deserve to connect fast to your family, friends, and colleagues, wherever they are, with no interruptions and no excuses. Don't buy into big, go bold. Go Bravado. Visit bravadowireless.com or visit one of our stores where we make it easy to join our family. Bravado Wireless. We believe in the power of connection.
At Bravado Wireless, we don't believe in wasting your time or ours. Our mission is to serve you with honesty and integrity. That's why we offer upfront competitive pricing with no hidden fees in our plans. For $40 a month, you get unlimited talk, text, and data with nationwide coverage. No data caps and no restrictions. No matter if it's your first, second, or third line, you only pay $40 per month per line. All of that with coverage on America's best network. We're your local service provider. Come get to know us. Go bold, go Bravado.
Welcome back to Wilburton, Oklahoma for game 2 of 4 here today on Bravado Wireless. Our next game is the boys consolation championship game. It's going to take place between the Oktaha Tigers and the Canadian Cougars. Both these teams we saw yesterday on Bravado Wireless. While we have a second here, go through the starting lineups for both squads. For Oktaha, your starters are going to be number 3, Jacob Yandel, number 10, Preston Holmes, 23, Ethan Frazier, 25, Dylan Watson, and 32, Adam Johnson. For Canadian, starter is going to be number 1, Levante Clayton, number 10, Carson Thompson, as the opening tip goes to Oktaha, and 32, Bobby Dobbs, 34, Chad Baker, and 43, Trent Yandel. Oktaha going to be in the white and powder blue, Canadian the green and gold. Last night, of course, if you were with us on Bravado Wireless, you saw Canadian shoot the lights out of the gym.
Certainly did.
To win big against Elmore City.
Yando almost getting that steal right there.
And nothing going for Oktaha on their first offensive possession. Keep an eye on Carson Thompson, number 10 for Canadian. He is lethal from beyond the arc, as Dobbs is going to take a 3 of his own and knock that down.
And they're going to start the game the same way they did last night. First shot, first possession, knock down a big 3 ball.
And as we saw from last night, Elmore City couldn't get an answer, and then the points just kept coming for the Cougs.
And one of the things that I really like about this Canadian offense, they're patient, man. They'll wait until they get what they want, and then they'll go for it. But this time, a turnover by Clayton.
Looked like Oktaha trying to set up a possible alley-oop there for Dylan Watson.
Yeah, I think he got a little confused. I think he might have saw Kevin Durant underneath that rim instead of his teammate, because he threw an alley-oop from a distance that I don't think Frazier was going to be able to dunk that from.
Yeah, I'd agree with you there. And that's going to lead to the ball being back in the hands of the green and gold here. Yandel going to shoot a corner 3 of his own. No good, but strong rebound by Chad Baker.
Dobbs going to shoot another 3. This time hangs it a little short.
Can't stay hot there. And it's going to be Oktaha Tiger basketball. Oktaha going to shoot a 3 of their own. It's going to fall short for Yandel there for Oktaha.
Yeah, poked out of bounds by Adam Johnson.
As Dobbs going to drive to the basket and get swatted there by Jacob Yandel. But Baker able to reel that back in for Canadian as the other Yandel tries to go to work on the block.
And a good job by Clayton getting down low and drawing the foul.
Take another look at that block there. Solid contact.
And it's a good job by Dobbs because they were leaving him wide open right now, not respecting his offensive firepower. He knocks down that early three. This time he gets some room to work, then he drives to the basket. If they're going to leave him open like that, he's going to need to be aggressive and attack the basket and knock down some open shots.
And Clayton is going to go 1 of 2 from the line there. Make this a 4-0 game. Tigers trying to move the ball around.
A nice move by Johnson.
Circus shot there to get Oktaha on the board. And good find for Dobbs on the elbow. Knocks that one down.
Let's go, 32. Dobbs, make them pay. They're going to leave you open, make them pay.
Oktaha looking to answer here. Bit of a push there by Preston Holmes, but refs will allow it. Take another look at this circus shot by Johnson. Just contorted his body there enough to find a way to get that one to roll.
And I don't like that kickball call right there. I don't like when the player throws it into another player's feet. That's not a kickball.
Nothing they can do there as Clayton able to strip that one away. Absorbs contact and gets that to roll around and drop.
Big time move in the low post in transition.
Looks like Canadian staying hot after everything pretty much went in last night. Johnson trying to fight for something down there. And he's going to pick up a foul for his troubles. It's going to be Oktaha's second of the game.
Carson Thompson a little quiet right now. You can tell Oktaha was scouting last night because they're leaving Dobbs, who had a quiet night offensively, alone. And Carson Thompson, he's being face guarded throughout the whole court.
Once again, Dobbs giving a little room, but Baker going to reward Dobbs with the pass with the assist.
And he gets the roll. The infamous shooter's roll.
Had so far through 2 games, we've had some pretty favorable rims today. Get that ball to go in as Holmes is going to jack up a 3 that's going to go out of bounds and be Cougar basketball. Thompson yet to score here in this one.
And with that being the case, I just hope he doesn't force anything. I mean, if he's going to...
Great job there by Baker to stay in bounds on the one leg.
Really was.
And they're going to get Dobbs there with a travel. Looked like there for Baker used 3 of his 5 toes to stay in bounds there.
Core strength. That's what they call that, core strength.
Well, Oktaha trying to trim the lead here as once again Adam Johnson hits.
You see what Oktaha did right there, spacing out the floor. Everybody was wide. It's not allowing that zone defense to control them because of the width of the floor.
And Johnson going to throw that one between Trent Yandel's wickets as we take another look here on Johnson's little shot from the top of the key. And Johnson remains hot. Clawing Oktaha back into this one.
Bringing it to a 4-point ball game.
Clayton going to put the moves on him, get his own rebound there.
And Baker wasn't ready for that fast inside pass, and he misses an opportunity right there.
Clayton going to try again. Not quite able, but that one's going to fall to Yandel. And Adam Johnson for Oktaha going to foul and send Yandel to the line. Yandel swishes his first free throw attempt. And able to hit the second one to make this a 6-point lead for Canadian once again. And Johnson, red hot.
And they're going to have to find some way to stop him. And they might have to switch to a man-to-man defense if they're going to want to do that.
And Dobbs and Clayton going to reset this offense, try to settle for the last shot of this first quarter, as looks like Dylan Watson going to get charged with a holding foul there on Carson Thompson.
And I mean, he got away with it as long as he could, but at a certain point they had to call it.
That'll be his first.
It's surprising he's only going to leave the first quarter with one foul.
Canadian through one quarter so far yet to commit a foul. Playing disciplined basketball as Dobbs trying to get something here at the horn. Gonna lay it off to Clayton. Nothing for Clayton. Holmes has hit one before, but that one's gonna be well short and after the horn regardless. We have a decent game so far through one. The Canadian Cougars up 4 on Oktaha, 12-8. We'll bring you the second quarter of action right after this.
At Bravado Wireless, we don't believe in wasting your time or ours. Our mission is to serve you with honesty and integrity. That's why we offer upfront competitive pricing with no hidden fees in our plans. For $40 a month, you get unlimited talk, text, and data with nationwide coverage. No data caps and no restrictions. No matter if it's your first, second, or third line, you only pay $40 per month per line. All of that with coverage on America's best network. We're your local service provider. Come get to know us. Go bold, go Bravado.
Well, welcome back to the second quarter of play in this consolation championship game here between Canadian and Oktaha. It's been a good contest so far as Holmes able to deflect it and then save it from going out of bounds to put the Tigers in transition the other way. And Yandel there for Canadian gonna get called with the foul and send Dylan Watson to the line. Coach for Canadian not happy with the effort there on his team on the box out. But that's gonna lead to Watson's first to go down. But leaves the second one short, and Thompson's going to run the offense here for the Cougars. Good move there by Thompson, couldn't get anything to go there. As once again, Dylan Watson going right at Tret Yandel, 43 in green. Yandel's second foul in quick succession here. And Watson hits his first. And connects on the second to bring this Canadian Cougar lead down to 1 here, early second quarter. Canadian trying to work this ball. Coach for Canadian going to call in a new play here. As Baker shoots a three. Going to miss, leads to a rapturous applause for Oktaha's fans. But Holmes can't convert on the other end. I think Holmes going to pick up the blocking foul on the other end and send Carson Thompson to the line.
I'd like to see a replay of that, and here we go. Yeah, that was the clear blocking foul. Nobody had their feet set right there. Everybody was still moving. Good job by Thompson. He hasn't been able to get open, so you force your way into the lane and get yourself to the free throw line.
Where he's able to hit both free throws to grow this lead back out to 3. Holmes picks his dribble up. And 3 for Jacob Yandel, going to draw front iron there. Thompson with the board. Clayton with the pass fake.
And Clayton just doesn't have the touch when he gets inside that mid-range. He's hanging everything shorter. He's hanging it's too tough.
And a rare miss so far. This one for Johnson. Been red hot thus far for Oktaha. Yandel from the top of the key.
Good box out by number 3.
The other Yandel. As a deep 3 connects for Ethan Frazier. Ties this game back up at 14.
I'll tell you one thing Canadians going to have to start doing. They're going to have to start running number 25, Dylan Watson, through some screens and get Carson Thompson open. That's the reason why this offense has been lackluster. They don't have the spark from their leading scorer.
And Yandel answers with a big 3 of his own.
And I say that because this is going to continue throughout the game. If they don't tire him out, running through some screens and help Thompson out, there's not going to be any difference.
And Baker goes down to the floor to grab that board for Canadian. Thompson forcing it, tip in no good for Canadian, but Baker once again there to clean up the glass and get 2 points for the Cougars.
The big guy's working down low.
And Johnson, again, just continues to eat down low.
He's hot right now, and they got to continue to feed him. Dobson had his shoes untied, so the refs are going to call a timeout.
Lane Lasos back up as you take another look there at Johnson's last 2 points in this one. And they're going to call Clayton on a charge.
And that's one of the things that I don't like about basketball. Okay, forgive me for this, but I am a football player. Little guys getting rewarded for being little. It's like right here. That's nothing Clayton can do. He's just bigger and stronger than number 10, Preston Holmes.
And I think their Holmes might not have been even on the ground whenever Clayton drove to the basket. He might have got it with a flop.
And it's not like Clayton was out of control and trying to run him over. It was just a situation where Holmes was off balance, and he takes the blow.
Well, that charge is going to lead to a 3 on the other end for Jacob Yandel of Oktaha. Going to tie it back up once more. As Yandel on the other end tries to answer the bell. Nothing going for him there.
And I don't think that's the shot they wanted, a contested 3 from Yandel.
Oktaha working it around the arc here. Not a lot of movement going on for the Tigers on offense.
Nah, and it seems like the Canadians seem to be getting a pretty good rest on defense as well.
Yeah, Oktaha looks like they're trying to slow this game down a little bit. As the 3 there for the Tigers won't go. And after a great offensive rebound, a costly turnover. And after that, we will reset with a minute and a half here in this first half of game 2. All knotted up at 19 apiece. Holmes going to come out to pick up Bobby Dobbs. Something we saw, and that pressure going to cause Dobbs to lose the handle, but they're going to say it went off of Holmes there. Take a look at it again.
And Dobbs is asking for help. Clayton has to come up.
Well, as we saw in our last game with Kanawa and Wilburton, Wilburton just let Kanawa run the clock out. Looks like that's not Oktaha's philosophy in this one. As Oktaha ratcheting up the defensive pressure, try to force Canadian into a mistake.
And almost a 3-point play for Clayton. Again, still trying to find his touch around the rim, getting there and not being efficient and connecting with those shots.
That foul going to be on number 35, Cody Gallatin, as Clayton's first of 2 rims out. Checking back into the game, Adam Johnson, guy who's been red hot for Oktaha thus far. And Clayton missed both free throws there. So we remain tied at 19 as we approach under 30 seconds here in this first half. Looks like on the other end, though, Canadian content to let Oktaha run this out to get the last shot at the half. Of course, yesterday, Oktaha getting that buzzer beater themselves. Another alley-oop. That comes in no good there. Dobbs gonna force the issue And he's going to travel to end the half. The Oktaha fans on their feet. They go into the halftime locker room up 21-19 after being down early in this one, Dion.
Yeah, and right now, offensively, the Canadians need to get things figured out, especially with Carson Thompson. That's something they're going to have to talk about there at halftime.
Well, we've played one half so far in game 2 of this consolation championship on the boys' side. It's been a tight one as well, 2 good games so far. We'll be back for the second half after these messages from our sponsor, Bravado Wireless. Hopefully it'll be as good as the first.
It certainly hopefully will be.
Big wireless companies keep getting bigger and bigger, but their coverage where you live is still small. At Bravado Wireless, we provide the best unlimited talk, text, and data for only $40 a month, right here in Eastern Oklahoma. You deserve to connect fast to your family, friends, and colleagues, wherever they are, with no interruptions and no excuses. Don't buy into big, go bold, go Bravado. Visit bravadowireless.com or visit one of our stores, where we make it easy to join our family. Bravado Wireless, we believe in the power of connection.
Stick around because we're cooking wild.
You are called to be bold, to connect in your home, to your community, and to the world. From your land, we are Bravado Wireless. We are your high-speed internet provider based right here in Eastern Oklahoma. With the latest technology, we offer coverage in more underserved areas than ever, with 4G LTE speeds and no installation needed. We're faster and more reliable than the competition, and at $59.99 a month, we're more affordable too. Bravado Wireless. We believe in the power of connection.
Other wireless companies need 4-page brochures to explain plans that are too complicated and cost way too much. We are not like the others. We are Bravado Wireless. We offer one line of unlimited talk, text, and 4G LTE data for only $40 per month, with no minimum number of lines and no hidden fees. This is your year to be bold, connect fast at the best price. We live where you live, and we are proud to be a part of your community here in Eastern Oklahoma. We are Bravado Wireless, and we believe in the power of connection.
Hey there, have you heard? Bravado has deals for days.
You mean like a free smartphone?
Well, yeah.
With unlimited talk, text, and data for just $40 a month?
You're darn tootin'.
Then why the blazes are we talking on these?
Make the switch to Bravado today and fall in love with a brand new free smartphone. See store for details. Find locations at bravadowireless.com/boldmove.
Baby, you're the boldest.
Bravado Wireless. Experience the power of connection.
You are called to be bold. You have a right to the best wireless service, high-speed internet, and customer service at a price you can feel good about. At Bravado Wireless, we know this, and that's why we put you and your community first. We are owned and operated right here in Eastern Oklahoma. We live where you live. We proudly connect you to your family, friends, and business partners wherever they are. Dallas, Seattle, Taipei, Toronto, and anywhere else in the world. We are Bravado Wireless. We believe in the power of connection.
You are called to be bold, to live out loud, to make the most out of every moment. You share these moments with your friends and family, side by side, across town and across the world. We are Bravado Wireless. We believe in the power of connection, coverage, speed, service, the latest technology. These aren't options. They're not special offers. They are obligations to you. We believe in building a community, your community. Bravado Wireless.
This broadcast is a copyright of Bravado Wireless. This game and broadcast should not be reproduced, rebroadcast, or otherwise distributed without the expressed written consent of Bravado Wireless and its management.
Welcome back to Wilburton, Oklahoma for the second half of this one between the Oktaha Tigers and the Canadian Cougars. Another close game here as we get ready for the second half of action. Last night, of course, we saw Canadians shoot the lights out of this gym, but not been the case thus far. Oktaha doing a good job shutting down number 10 Carson Thompson for the Cougars, who on the whole last night was a big part of the offense.
Yeah, but right now, number 25, Dylan Watson, has kind of been the difference in this game. And I'm not talking offensively, I'm talking about defensively. He's shutting down Carson Thompson. You can tell what the message was before the game, and he's, succeeded in that mission. Let's see if it continues the second half.
Well, early foul by 23 Ethan Frazier there. Looked like he was trying to go for the jump ball with Bobby Dobbs, but commits the harm. Good use of the pivot foot there by Baker to find pay dirt.
A nice spin move, and we're to start the second half. Got a tie ball game once again.
Good ball movement here by Oktaha. Open look for Yandel. Nothing going there. Canadian looks to take the lead here. Good cut by Baker.
And a great find by Clayton.
Gonna send Baker to the line. That's gonna be Jacob Yandel for Oktaha's second foul of this one. And Baker can't get the first one to fall. Nor the second one, but Thompson able to get the rebound, and he'll get fouled. This one will be on Dylan Watson for Oktaha, his second. And Thompson converts on the first one. And sinks the second to put Canadian ahead by 2. Holmes going to reset the offense for the Tigers. And good find down low to Johnson, who's going to get the and one.
I don't know about that one right there. Check out the replay. Where's the foul here? Steven, where's the foul?
I would say that's probably the softest foul we might have seen in this tournament so far, Dion. But a foul nonetheless, and that's going to be Bobby Dobbs' first of this contest. And ball don't lie.
Ball don't lie. You said it, my man.
As Thompson going to try to find something on the floor, but loses the handle.
Thompson thought about it from back there behind the screen.
We saw last night he made a couple of those from about that range. As Clayton, strong take, but no luck on the roll. Poked ahead. And once again, Johnson putting it up off the backboard and in. Been near automatic tonight. Dobbs a deep three. Going to hit back iron. Saved from going out of bounds there by Dylan Watson. Tigers going to push the tempo here.
And that was too early in that possession to be taking that kind of a shot. The last time Dobson was open from behind the arc, his coach was telling him, don't be afraid to shoot it, but that's not the one that he wanted him to shoot.
Thompson, deep three. Going to draw front iron. Shot that one from the Lady Diggers logo here in Wilburton.
And that's a lapse in judgment on defense. Carson Thompson missing the three over here, then getting back on defense, but not keeping his eye on his man. A nice outlet pass, and number 25, Watson, finishes with the finger roll. Take another look at it.
We'll see another look there. Good finish there. And that basket going to force Canadian to take a timeout here to readjust. As Oktaha now up 4.
And they just can't find their rhythm offensively.
And credit Oktaha taking away, looks like option basically number 1 for Canadian, with Carson Thompson being limited in opportunities from the floor.
And the adjustment at halftime, you can clearly see it. It's for Carson to get the ball and bring it up the floor so he can beat Watson off the dribble. He's been able to shake him a little bit on some crossovers, but still not having an open look at the basket. He forces one down here, and then they pay for it on the defensive end.
Well, you see now Watson going to pick Thompson up the length of the court. A little bit of an adjustment there from the Tigers. Thompson going to go to the hole and get rejected. But they're going to call a foul. No foul? Looks like there was a little bit of contact. Kind of surprised they didn't make that call there as we take another look. Looks like Johnson going to get credited with the block, but looks like he got a lot of hand. And Johnson will get the board there as well. As Thompson finally able to convert from the field after it looks like Jacob Yandel for Oktaha got in front of a pass that might not have been intended for him. Led to the quick run out there by the Cougars. Clayton scrapping for the ball over there. Unable to get the steal. And Clayton with the active hands, but Johnson fights through it to get another basket.
Johnson just having a hell of a night offensively.
Still nothing going for Carson Thompson. Being draped by Dylan Watson. Wherever Carson goes, Dylan follows. Thompson gets his own rebound, can't convert on the second attempt.
And that's just the night it's been.
And Johnson again lays it in and gets the Oktaha fans to their feet. Dobbs gonna try to run her and hit it himself.
And that's gonna silence the Oktaha crowd for just a little bit. And you can see offensively for Canadian, they're starting to set up those screens on either side of Carson.
Just to try to get him something, anything from behind the three-point line in this one. Unfriendly roll, almost another rebound for Adam Johnson, but Canadian going the other way with it. And Thompson draws the foul there.
And that's the only way right now that Carson Thompson can get some points in transition and on free throw attempts.
And crucially, that's going to be Dylan Watson's third foul of this one. And Thompson able to make him pay with the first one. And gets the second as well. And makes this a 2-point lead for Oktaha. As Watson's going to sit with those 3 fouls. Placing him as Jacob Blackwell.
And it should be noted that the Canadians have yet to go to their bench in this game.
Picking up a second foul there, Clayton. Yeah, last night we saw people like Helmert and Brewster get in for the Cougars, but looks like the starters getting some big minutes tonight for this championship game. Holmes thinks about a 3, but decides to pass it off. A mid-range jumper for Ethan Frazier, good.
Brings the lead back to 4.
And we're going to have a stoppage here. Looks like Thompson and Frazier for Oktaha getting a little too friendly over there on the Canadian bench.
I mean, you can you can't blame Carson Thompson. I mean, he's been face guarded all night, and because of that, he's got a little frustration, and you showed it.
As the Oktaha fans making some noise here for the last 30 seconds of this third quarter. Carson Thompson trying to find something with it here before the end of the quarter. Double team comes, and Holmes gets called with the block. I think a fair call there, Dion.
And the ref making a little show of it.
I think that one was for the Oktaha fans, as there's some fans up around the top there bringing out the boos. It's going to be Holmes' second foul. As Thompson still being draped by multiple Tiger defenders, but
finds his way to the hoop.
Nifty move. And Holmes' heave at the end of the quarter there, it won't go down. Let's take another look at that beautiful move by Thompson. Almost near disaster as he has multiple Tigers on him.
And you know what I like about this right now? Carson Thompson knowing that the fans are against him right now, and he's not showing any emotion. He's trying to get the hands off of him on offense, still not showing any emotion. Guys double teaming him, trying to get in his face, trying to get in his grill, trying to get him frustrated, still not showing any emotion. Watch out, guys. We got a hell of a fourth quarter up against us.
Yes, we do. After the end of the third, Oktaha 33-31, over the Canadian Cougars. We'll step away and bring you the fourth quarter right after this.
Hey there, have you heard? Bravado has deals for days.
You mean like a free smartphone?
Why, yeah.
With unlimited talk, text, and data for just $40 a month?
You're darn tootin'.
Then why the blazes are we talking on these?
Make the switch to Bravado today and fall in love with a brand new free smartphone. See store for details. Find locations at bravadowireless.com/boldmove.
Baby, you're the boldest.
Bravado Wireless. Experience the power of connection.
Well, welcome back to Wilburton, Oklahoma, as we've got another great game on our hands here
And look who's back in the ball game. Number 25, Dylan Watson, who's kind of been the kryptonite for Carson Thompson.
Kryptonite indeed, as Watson gets put on skates. But they're going to call Thompson with a travel.
But don't shy away from that, Watson. We all saw what just happened there. Luckily enough, it's going the other way.
And that's why they make ankle braces. But Oktaha bailed out there by the Thompson travel. As Frazier once again pulls up there.
Great shot by Frazier. He's been hitting those mid-range jumpers all day, knocking it down, looking good while he does it too.
Feed for Yandel down low. Jump ball. Adam Johnson getting in there. That ball's going to be Tiger basketball. After a raucous cheer there by the Tiger faithful in their powder blue, making the journey to Wilburton today. As Johnson, rare turnover for him tonight. And they're going to get Johnson with a foul off the ball. His third of the game. Looks like he was trying to go to work defensively in the paint and gets called with one there.
Who was it that time?
That was you.
There you go.
That's a good box out by you. But that's going to be a 5-second call on Canadian.
It's unfortunate too because Clayton was open in the corner and Dobson decides not to go to him. You got to take the first valuable option.
Three for Holmes. Won't fall down. Yandel brings in the board. And Canadian wants to think about it. Reset on offense here after we've played 2 minutes in this final period of play. While we have a second, we'll let you know that for a limited time, you can get a free smartphone. Yes, a free smartphone when you start up with Bravado Wireless. Pretty good deal. Still Canadian basketball after they take their second timeout of the half. Dobbs thinks about it and takes it this time. Can be back iron and pulled out of there by the Tigers. And a no call there, but Watson able to get that one to fall.
And he sees blood in the water. He knows that number 25, Watson, had 3 fouls when he entered the game. Now he's going after him. This time, Adam Johnson picks up that foul, but he's going after Watson.
Well, Thompson able to hit the first. Dion, I think I believe, looking at the scoreboard, they're going to give that one to Dylan Watson, his fourth, and he's coming out of the game.
Wow. See, and that's exactly what Carson Thompson wants. Heady play by that young man.
And knocks them both down to bring this back to a 4-point ball game. Dobbs able to get a hand to it.
Almost.
But looks like Holmes going to reset this Tiger offense. Looks like they're denying Adam Johnson right now. Yandel draped on him. Thompson able to deflect it, but Canadians can't do anything with it.
With the lead right now, they're just trying to waste all the time.
And they've done a good job so far. A very long possession here for the Tigers. And they're going to get Clayton to commit the foul. His third of the game. And allow this Oktaha possession to continue.
Exactly what they need to do. They just switched to man-to-man defense.
And Thompson with a hand to it. Going to go out of bounds. But still, Oktaha basketball. And Clayton thought he had the steal there, but that's going to be Clayton's fourth foul.
That's 4 on Clayton. That's 4. That's very critical because I'm telling you right now, the only 5 players that's touched the floor for the Canadians have been the 5 that are on the floor currently right now.
Cougars head coach wanting the 5-second call there, not going to get it. As this possession continues for what seems like an eternity for the Tigers. Frazier not able to get there this time.
I think they're going to call over the back or pushing, as Seth likes to say. Because technically there's no such thing as over the back. He learned that in his years of intermediate refereeing. But that's going to take Carson Thompson to the free throw line and a chance to make this a 2-point ball game.
That's Cody Gallatin's second foul. Thompson hits the front end of the 1-and-1. And Thompson, once again, able to hit the free throw to shrink this lead to 2. And ill-advised foul there by Bobby Dobbs.
And you can hear the Canadians coach yelling. He's backing up into the defender.
And Oktaha takes a timeout there as they look like they might have had some trouble trying to get that one in. It's going to be a full timeout, so we'll step away very briefly to bring you the remainder of this one here in Wilburton.
Stick around because we're cooking wild.
welcome back as you see the Oktaha Tigers breaking the huddle here with a 2-point lead with about 3 to go in this one. Winner will go home with a trophy. And Ethan Frazier there going to commit the travel. As we take another look at it here. Yep, takes a couple too many steps, and that ball's going to be headed the other way. Thompson attacks, gets that one to go.
And that's just sheer will and determination right there. It divides the trap, gets inside, and makes it happen.
Now Thompson willing these Cougars back into this one as Oktaha forced to take another timeout. Momentum swinging back the Cougars' way here in the last 30 seconds of game action.
Now, here's the thing. We got less than 3 minutes in this game. This moment right here is pressure time, all right? Crunch time. This is the time that guys that scare away, cower away, or shy away from the moment, or guys that are your big-time players rise up, elevate their game, and allow you to win this ball game. It's going to be very important for both of these teams to identify the players that are ready for the moment. Identify those two. For right now, for Oktaha, number 32, Adam Johnson, has had a great game. A great game. Will he continue in these last 2 minutes and 35 seconds? On the other side, Carson Thompson is the guy that they rely on for the Canadians offensively. Can he live up to the moment? We're going to find out here in a second.
It looks like Clayton not fast enough to that deflection to keep it in bounds. But credit to what you said there, Dion. Thompson willing this Cougar basketball team back into this one, essentially. Cross-court pass for Watson. And they're going to go to Johnson down low once again, right into the hands of Dobbs. Cougars have a chance to take the lead here. But Thompson just going to slow it down as we go under 2 minutes here in this consolation final. And Thompson still being face guarded this time by Ethan Frazier.
Yeah, Watson can't afford it with 4 fouls in this game.
Thompson trying to put the moves on Frazier, nothing there. And Canadians head coach takes a timeout there to avoid a risky trap for Thompson there, that boundary, the half-court line, acting like another defender.
So my question is, what's the timeout situation for both of these teams? Because with less than 2 minutes in this game, these timeouts are going to be crucial, especially if you find yourself in a situation just like you did before. We don't want to have no Chris Webbers over here.
Yeah, that would not want to be the case. That would be not ideal for either side in a game like this where it's knotted up at 37 apiece. Looks like Oktaha doing a great job of forcing the Cougars to have to find somebody else here late besides Carson Thompson. They're not going to have Thompson, looks like, beat them. And the Cougars are going to have to find somebody else.
And you can already see he's getting double teamed on the inbound.
As the outlet comes to Yandel, Thompson going to have to come back to him to pick that up. As Frazier going to follow him the whole way as the double team comes. Pass back to Clayton. Oktaha fans wanted to push off possibly. And it looks like they're going to get Frazier
with a foul.
With the foul there and going to send Thompson to the line. Frazier's second of the game as we have about a minute here to play. And Thompson hits the first of the 1-and-1. Big free throws here. And gets the second.
Now let's see who has the moment in them for Oktaha.
Well, bodies going everywhere. But the basketball remains with the Tigers.
And that's a good job by Clayton to shy away from that because remember, he has 4.
Feed down low to Frazier. Let's see what they call here.
They're going to call a push on Baker, it looks like.
Going to be Baker's second foul of the game as we have 35 seconds left. Looks like Canadian defending the three-point line. Don't want to get beat that way. As Holmes going to reset once more for Oktaha.
And you know who they should be looking for. Number 32, Adam Johnson. The Canadians have to be aware of him off of this screen. Nobody's guarding him right now.
And Thompson sends it out of bounds, and we have 7 seconds left. As Oktaha going to take a timeout here. If you're Oktaha's head coach, what are you drawing up here, Dion?
They drew up a great play last night. It worked. You don't know what this Canadian team knows. You might as well draw it up again. It was a screen. It was a pass off the inbounds. They had 2 guys set up in the middle. They rotated the ball on the outside. One of the guys breaks the basket. Another guy breaks to the top of the key. They hit the guy down low, break it to the basket. Easy layup. It was a bunch of clutter in that middle, but they all broke free. They should run that play once again. If it worked for you before, it'll work again. Go to it.
Well, keen insight there. We'll see if they go to it here. Of course, Adam Johnson for Oktaha been red hot, as well as Frazier having some crucial mid-range jumpers in this one.
And right now, we have to be aware of the situation as well. I want to present to you number 1 for the Cougars. Clayton has 4 fouls. If this game is tied up right here, he cannot afford to get another foul or he will not be able to participate in the overtime, and you'll be bringing somebody cold off the bench.
Well, as you can see over there on that Canadian bench, Brewster has his warm-up shirt off as Oktaha not able to get it.
And they called a timeout before that 5-second violation. Smart move by the head coach. Way to be aware and keep track of where you are. Good job defensively from the Canadians as well. Not allowing them to get anything they wanted out of that inbound. And you can tell they were looking for Johnson.
Well, after that timeout, Oktaha, 1 left. Have to make it count here, a full timeout. Pressure-packed moment for both sides. As the Oktaha fans try to will their team back into it, the Canadian fans, well, they're on the edge of their seats just hoping and praying that their Cougars, they can hold on here for another 7 seconds.
Really, 7 seconds? That's all we got left in the game?
On the clock. There might be a couple fouls in between here and now. But this one is for a trophy. Both these teams will not advance if they win.
They gotta watch 32. Adam Johnson right here.
And they're gonna get Oktaha with a 5-second violation. And Canadian gonna call a timeout to set something up out of this inbounds.
And that was rough because every second was ticking off. You could tell number 25, Watson, was about to pass the ball in to Johnson. You could see Johnson's outstretched arms ready to receive the ball, and just by the tick of the time, 5 seconds went off. And unfortunately, that's going to go the other way to the Canadians. And now it's on them to get the inbounds in on their own terms and then get it to the proper guy, because you know what's going to happen. They're going to foul.
And somebody's going to the free throw line if they do, and you have to make your free ones.
And right here in this timeout, they should be discussing who do we want to foul. At this time right now, with 7 seconds left in the game, I don't think they have the luxury of picking a player and waiting till the ball gets into his hands. So they're going to have to look for number 1, Clayton, to get the ball. He missed his first 2 free throws of the evening, and I don't think he's been to the free throw line since, but he didn't look too confident over there. So if I was Oktaha, I would want Clayton to get the ball.
Now, if you're Oktaha, how many people are you putting on Carson Thompson here on this inbound?
5 if you got him.
And looks like they're going to run 2 seconds off the clock there and send, who else? Carson Thompson to the line. While he hasn't been able to do it from the field tonight, he definitely has tried to take care of business from the free throw line.
He certainly has.
Foul going to be on Frazier, his third. 2 big free throws for Thompson. Sinks the first, makes this a 3-point ball game. The second one might just seal it. And gets it.
Ice water's in his veins, baby. Ice water in his veins.
Thompson almost automatic tonight from the free throw stripe. Makes this a 4-point game. And with 5 seconds or so left on the clock, going to be hard for Oktaha to find anything here.
Yeah, what you got to do, though, is play defense. Make sure you don't foul if you're the Canadians. Do not give up a 3-point play if you're the Canadians, but a 2 doesn't hurt you. What's going to happen, though, is you got to focus on the inbounds now. Make sure Carson gets the ball cleanly and no mistakes are making on that end as well. Still a lot of basketball to play here, and these guys got to stay focused.
Well, Canadian taking their last timeout. So if they can't manage here, they're in trouble. Oktaha has 1 left in the tank. Oktaha able to get it into Adam Johnson. Johnson finds Yandel, and he can't get it to go. That's going to be the game. Cougars win on free throw heroics there by Carson Thompson. Thompson couldn't do it from the field because he was being guarded so tightly, but was able to make him pay at the free throw line, and Canadian gets the victory.
And that was a tremendous performance and a way to come back. It wasn't what they showed us last night when they were able to hit everything from anywhere, but today they gutted it out with a defensive performance in a second half that these guys will not forget.
Well, you see there, Thompson gets handed the plaque for winning the consolation bracket. Great end of the season for the Cougars. For the Tigers, nothing to hang their heads on. Made it to the final, just came up a little bit short here at the end. As the Canadian fans that made the trip today give their boys one more cheer, it's time for the photo op, Dion.
Certainly is, and you got to be proud of the way these guys played here this afternoon. I mean, it was a rough one. It was close all the way to the end, but they pulled it out, and they deserve that plaque right there.
Well, that'll do it for our second game of 4 here on Championship Saturday. 2 games down, 2 absolute great games. But the 2 we got coming up after the break here, these are for all the marbles. This is who advances on to get the chance to play at state, Dion.
Yeah, it certainly is. It's going to be an interesting matchup between some of these teams. First of all, you got to congratulate the ones that played earlier, the consolation bracket, but it was a fun afternoon of basketball. Moving into the evening, this one is the big one, the big show. So you guys got to make sure you tune in and come on back because we got a lot of great basketball coming your way.
Well, make sure to get some dinner, get something, come back to Bravado Wireless for the last 2 games of the evening. Until then, I'm Stephen Blackson. This is Dion Amade. We'll see you a little later tonight.
This broadcast is a copyright of Bravado Wireless. This game and broadcast should not be reproduced, rebroadcast, or otherwise distributed without the expressed written consent of Bravado Wireless and its management.